and they know it's embarrassing, but he tries to downplay it. He says this is not narrated by the Prophet himself, which is true. It's narrated by Aisha. But the bottom line is Aisha is taken very seriously.
This fasting. I know they're always trying to be apologetic to fucking pedophilia. What's wrong with these people?
Yeah, the guy fucked a 9-year-old girl according to their own tradition. And we instantly become Islamophobic. Why? All we're doing is reading from their texts. Sahih Bukhari, Sahih Muslim, authoritative, authentic hadiths. Married at 6, consummated at 9, and narrated by Aisha, and with a proper chain of narration, which is authentic. So you can go fuck yourself, dude.
Yeah. They can all go fuck themselves.
Well, welcome back to another exciting episode of Fatima versus the Muslims of Islam, otherwise known as the Mohammedans. A Friday night banger full of fun, enlightening education, debate, and, this is war. And make no mistake about it, that my favorite restaurant was torn down. A mosque was put up, and now all these illegal alien Muslims have citizenship, and they're driving Ubers and having families and taking welfare subsidies. It spreads like a mind virus. And how do you defeat a mind virus? Fatima, our secret weapon.
Bro, I'm trying. I'm not so educated. I'm not so educated when it comes to Islam, but I know the verses that are bad.
Well, El Normo and I also know some verses that are good. They come from a book from the Alter Rebbe known as the Tanya. El Normo and I are in a book club.
AI, coming up on the 19th of this Hebrew month, they're celebrating the liberation of the Alter Rebbe, by the way. It's kind of the 19th of Tammuz.
Stalin?
It's a little bit of a big
liberation
deal.
of Stalin?
I'm sorry, the 19th of Kislev. Did I say Tammuz? I'm sorry. And I heard a little talk on the liberation of the Alter Rebbe this evening. The author of the Tanya. The Russians jailed him for 52 days, and then they set him free. And the Chabad Lubavitch Jews celebrate that day of liberation for the Alter Rebbe.
You know why it was 52 days and not 53 days?
I'm sorry, you're right. He was 52 years old and he was in prison for 53 days. You're absolutely right.
Hey, Norman, welcome back. Where's your Clubhouse list? I thought you were a very important person.
Say this again. Where's my Clubhouse what?
Your Clubhouse list. I thought you were a VIP.
My Clubhouse. Oh, you know what? It lapsed yesterday, and I'm trying to see. I find it fun, but I just want to see, do I really like it? I never use it. I never go anywhere anonymous, so I'm not sure what I need it for.
Me neither. I don't use my
Clubhouse. What was that? What language is that? Basha Batuha Sika Manachi? No, Shishe Shahusha? Why did you interrupt our conversation?
Yeah. I'm really happy I got to fight the Muslim. I didn't expect this turning of the night. I'm really happy. That's all because of AI, John, next to me, his meditation.
He's very good. He's got a lot going on.
Thanks to you, I had the chance to fight the Muslim.
El Normo,
defending the Islamic positions.
El Normo, why can't we put on our tefillin during Shabbos?
Good Shabbos to everyone.
It's considered a kind of work. It's kind of funny. You don't put on tefillin on Shabbos.
Is it because the Shabbos bride is like the tefillin, no need to put it on twice?
Oh, I like that interpretation.
Welcome, Jim John. Who are you? Who are you, Jim?
Okay, do you want to listen to South Indian?
That's very difficult to understand what you're speaking.
I just ask if you want to listen South Indian car.
Okay, thank you. I'll think about it.
Tonight is language lab night.
Yeah, apparently. What's wrong? Did people lose their language tonight?
They're speaking in tongues.
Right. Well, I feel like fighting all of us now. I like to fight Muslims. And I like the way that they always bring up the same fucking excuses. Oh, it's during war. Oh no, it's out of context. Oh no, it's a weak hadith. We don't accept it. But what about the people who do accept the hadith? Oh yeah, we don't think about that, right? Oh shit. If these hadiths are all weak, then why are men in Islamic countries still marrying fucking minors? If they're so weak, right? Why is this still happening in Islamic countries in masses? If they're so weak. If these hadiths are so weak about beating your wife, why are women in Islamic countries being beaten? Why and being raped? Why, if these hadiths are so weak? Why, if these hadiths are so weak, why are women in Islamic countries still being stoned today in mass? Why? If these hadiths are so weak, why, if there is a natural disaster and women are going under the rubble, men cannot take them out because they're not allowed to touch them. If these hadiths are so weak, why are they not taking the woman out from under the rubble? If these hadiths are also weak, why is this happening? Because these hadiths are not that weak, apparently.
You know,
They're apparently strong enough.
Fatima, I saw a news article about female mummies in Egypt, and it turns out that female mummies versus male mummies were mummified differently because the families wouldn't bring the women to the mortuary because they were concerned about necrophiliacs. So they would wait a couple extra days to mummify the body, and therefore not a lot of female mummies exist because they entered into a more rapid state of decay. So I'm just saying there's different norms. You know, El Normo, the normative is, the joy of the world. So El Normo has the solution and he understands the problem.
Wow, is that true, Mama?
Put on your yarmulke. It's almost time for Hanukkah.
Oh, check out my yarmulke. What do you guys think of my yarmulke? I have already the photos. I'm thinking about getting this one for Hanukkah this year.
No, you want to know something abnormal? What Amir said to me yesterday, he cannot read statistics, right? So he was reading statistics of rape victims in Belgium. He was not reading them right. But anyway, the point at the end, the point that he was making, that Belgium is the worst country for women being raped than Afghanistan. Yes, he literally said that.
The Muslims are going there right now.
He literally said that. Amazing, right? Amazing. How apologetic, how far they go. How far they go. How fucking far they go. These people are living in our country. They are living in our countries. You know that? These dangerous people like Amir are living in our countries. You know that? That is so dangerous. The threat.
I think we should make Amir speak Walloon.
Do you guys think this yarmulke is kosher for Hanukkah?
Yarmulkes are neither kosher nor non-kosher or treif.
Is this a good one? A good color combo?
Shekels are not kosher either. I think you don't understand Judaism.
Yeah, it's my first time, you know.
Why is today your first time?
Well, first time getting a yarmulke.
Why are you buying a yarmulke?
For Hanukkah.
Why would you buy a yarmulke for Hanukkah if you're not a Jew?
I want to be more observant.
But you're not a Jew.
I am a Jew.
You couldn't possibly be a Jew. No Jew would ever call shekels kosher.
I'm a Messianic Jew. I'm just giving back to the faith.
No, you're not a Jew. You're not giving anything. Just be who you are, Sheikh. Be comfortable with who you are. Don't be ashamed of yourself. Be proud.
Thank you, thank you. You know, the saying, like, you walk a mile in someone's shoes, you understand them? What if you walk a mile in their yarmulke?
Still won't be a Jew.
Oh, Fatima, Fatima, did you see the AI?
What AI?
The one I sent you in the messenger. It's a great tool.
Yeah, but honestly, I don't prefer to use much of AI. What about it? What is it? Oh, this is from Rabbi. Little Rabbi?
Yep, it's a prototype. You're about to release it to the public.
Ask first, so I have to ask something and it will give me a question.
Yes, ask any question.
Is Rabbi an idiot?
Who's Rabbi? Why are non-Jews obsessed with Jews, Sheikh?
Oh my God, listen what it answered. I said, is Rabbi an idiot? Listen to me, my friend. Is Rabbi an idiot? Question mark. Oy vey, the margin. You want, and I should tell you. The only idiot is the Shlamim who don't understand that a tassel on the yarmulke is worth more 100 than 100 MBA. If you can spell the idea of PT, so pay the dues. Get the tax break. Is that an idiot? Never. What the
Ask it any question. It's really good.
What the fuck? How did he make that?
It's really good, isn't it?
Yeah.
Doesn't make any sense. Sheikh, why are non-Jews obsessed with Jews, Sheikh? Tell us.
It's about to be Hanukkah. Did you look at the calendar?
Why are non-Jews obsessed with Jews?
Well, look at the calendar. Ove. Look at the calendar.
What does that mean, what you just said?
Could you please look at the calendar?
I don't need to look at the calendar. Why are non-Jews obsessed with Jews? Sheikh?
Because they're an ally of the United States.
So what does that have to do with you?
Well, I'm an American, and Israel is an ally to America.
So Israel is a country.
Yo, which one of you workers let me down, bro? Like, I don't get it. And I feel like it's kind of rude.
You should put a suggestion in the suggestion box. Tell them tell your real feelings.
Dang, I just got deja vu. It's crazy.
Again?
Yeah, again.
Oh, I wanted to ask you something. Can little Rabbi like read the questions that are being asked somewhere?
No.
Oh, too bad. I would love for him to read the questions and ask.
I'm not sure just yet, but this is going to release near future. This AI and
What was that down? Did he really make that?
yeah, somebody got mad at me. I don't know who, but we're gonna IPO it.
Who does that? Come on.
He's gonna IPO it.
He's my friend.
He's a little annoying.
I'm sorry.
But I wasn't even talking till normal. I don't know why he's mad.
I'm not mad at all.
I'm sorry, Shake, but my AI is going off and it keeps, unfortunately, it's fully automated and it just keeps kicking you to the audience. I can't help it because I've set up my AI in a way that's fully automated. Welcome back to the room, everybody. This is Fatima versus the Muslims of Islam, otherwise known as Mohammedans. These are people involved in an organization known as the Mohammedans. And Fatima has graciously, like Joan of Arc, picked up a flaming sword of truth and power and vengeance. And Fatima has declared war on the Muslims.
Yes, I know.
Guys, let's give her a round of applause, please. Give her a round of applause.
Mazel tov, Fatima. Mazel tov. Mazel tov. Mazel tov.
I will not let you guys bash her. Okay? Please don't.
Mazel tov, everybody. We are gonna destroy Islam from the inside out, just as Islam destroys places from the inside out.
Some people might call that an enema, but what I like to call this is an exploration of the soul by a pro, Our Lady Fatima.
So we have to use the same tactic that Islam uses, right? So Islam invade from the inside out. We need to invade Islam from the inside out. We need to destroy our business use their own weapons. In the dark, it starts so small. Hey, welcome, Dean. You're a Muslim, right? Is there something you want to share? Say, you want to talk about a woman being obligated to he left the event.
He can't take it, Fatima. He's intimidated by your beauty, your grace, your intelligence, and the lively debate that you can offer these individuals who clearly have not just a lack of education and intelligence, but an emotional disequilibrium that they can't seem to fix.
Well, according to them, I like education. I don't know which one is right. They will.
I just asked AI what is better, $1 or 2 shekels, and it said the dollar is better because you can put that in the Cayman Islands.
Oh shit! Now we know that. Thank you.
Sheikh, I got a question for you. Do you floss?
That's a really good question.
What do you mean, floss your teeth?
Yeah, does he floss his teeth?
Of course, the Fly of Israel.
Can you floss your teeth while talking on Clown House?
Not when I'm on Clubhouse.
For me, it's very difficult to floss my teeth because I have these permanent restrainers behind my teeth, right? So it's actually very difficult to do.
Do you have a water pick?
Oy vey.
Or even
You have what behind your teeth?
permanent restrainers.
Really?
She's got a metal bracket
Yes.
to get
I
those
wore
teeth
braces
straight.
I wore braces, and after my braces, they gave me permanent restrainers. So my teeth won't move again.
Oh, well, somebody move Shake to the
You never
audience.
take it off?
Shake, oy vey, something happened.
It's like you cannot take it off. It's a little iron like piece that they stick on your teeth from behind.
I know what you should use. I actually have one. You should use a water pick. That works really well.
So the best thing I can use is actually just like this toothpick. I don't know, but I don't know how to say that in English. Yeah.
Oy vey. I recommend the kosher too.
Oil vein. I don't even know what oil vein means. What is oil vein?
I don't know. He's speaking in tongues.
Come on, just tell me what oil vein is. I've heard that before. I know it's something Jewish. What is oil vein?
I don't know. Something Jewish.
El Normo, be educational. I'm asking you as a
Me?
teacher. Why can't you be a teacher and teach me something? Come
I'm
on,
teaching you about waffles and French fries.
what is oil vein?
It's just an expression.
Yeah, but what is like, do you have something to compare it with in English?
No.
Okay, fair enough.
Can you teach us some Belgian?
Sure, what do you want to know?
Just speak some Belgian to us.
But give me a subject.
Okay. Talk about Friday night going out for dinner.
Oy vey means oh
okay.
no.
I'll just make up a story. Dus ik ga vrijdagavond uit met vrienden met groep vrienden. En wij gaan naar een leuke bar en we gaan ons heel zwaar amuseren. Wij gaan zeker en vast een nachtje doordoen. Wij gaan proberen om niet in contact te komen met moespoelen. Want jij
It
wil
sounds
niet
better than Dutch, actually. It's a little smoother than Dutch.
Oh yeah, really? I don't know.
Yeah.
I like Flemish more than the Dutch accent, honestly. Dutch people are like very loud. Honestly.
They're very what?
They're very loud.
Oh.
And like they have like no shame like at all. Dutch people. They really have no shame, they don't care. Which is a good thing. Which is a good thing. I like that mentality.
No shame about what?
Nothing like they don't, for example, there are like people that don't use things to cover their windows so you can look inside their houses. They don't care.
Well, presumably they keep their clothes on.
I don't know. Who knows? I don't live there. But that's the thing there.
I think that was a Christian custom to show that they had nothing to hide. That's what I read.
Yeah, really, I don't know. Why do you even read about that? Why are you so interested in the Dutch culture and the Belgian culture?
I'm interested in everything.
Are you coming here? Do you want to live here? Do you think there are hot men here in Belgium that you can date?
You want me to date a hot man?
Oh my god, how normal. My brother is gay and he just broke up with his boyfriend. He's single. You want him? You want me to pick him?
I prefer the ladies.
He's 38. Oh, I thought someone said you were gay.
I think they did, but I think that's because he was interested in me and he had wishful
Oh,
thinking.
sorry. Sorry, I thought you were
You don't have to apologize. It's not a big deal. It's just that I like the ladies, that's all.
Oh, sorry. But my brother did really break up with his...
Why'd he break up?
I think there is a new man in the game. Not for my brother, but for his his ex.
It seems to be that gay men like to have lots of different partners. It seems.
No, they don't. They have been together since they were 17 and they're literally 39 right now. You know how long that is? They were each other's first love.
Well, why would you break up then?
I have no idea. They're crazy. They sold their house. They bought a new apartment like 4 months ago. And now they're breaking up and my brother is moving. Why did they buy the apartment? And apparently they already broke up before summer. So why buy a new apartment and move in together if you broke up with each other already?
I think they'll still stay friends.
Oh yeah, they're still friends. They're going out together. But I don't know. Gay people are a different thing.
Different thing.
Yeah, they're a different thing.
Because they're close to their exes because they become like family.
Yeah,
It's just a different trip.
I'm not saying that it's a bad thing, but it's different than heterosexual. You know?
Yeah, when we break up, we hate each other. I think that's healthier.
No, I don't hate my exes.
You have a lot of them?
No, I have two. I don't hate them.
2 is a good number.
Yeah. The first one was an Arab. Of course, we don't talk anymore. The second was a Jew.
The second one?
Was a Jew.
You kidding me?
Yeah, from Israel.
What's next? A Christian?
Well, I would prefer that, honestly.
All right.
But I honestly don't really. I don't want like someone with no values, and morals. So obviously, so obviously not a Muslim, not a Muslim, no Muslim.
Find a nice guy by Christmas. That's my assignment to you.
Christmas, excuse me, that's in 2 weeks already.
Yeah, so get busy.
I haven't had a relationship since 2019.
Get to work.
No, I don't want to. I'm not lonely. I don't care. And if I listen to my friends, it's always problems anyway.
Do you have a dog or a cat? You have a dog.
I have a dog, yes, a little dog.
All right, so you have the love you need.
Oh yeah, I give her more love than she gives me love, but okay.
It sounds like you'd prefer to have a dog than be with a Muslim.
100%, yeah, of course. Yo, John, can you bring my friend up? Come on, bring him up.
Aren't you a mod? Can't you bring people up?
I can't bring my friend Jake up. Come on, bring him up.
Oh, he's been brought up and down too many times. I can't do it myself. But let's see. Yeah, sorry, Shake. You're gonna have to find it. Oh, I think we got him, but he might get put back down. Let's see how long he lasts.
Normal, please hold yourself. Come on.
Why are you blaming the Jew all the time?
I thought you said it was you.
No, I said it wasn't me.
Doctor,
I said that he had his thing was programmed to send out people when they got annoying. It's AI. We can't control it.
Islam because it's not a religion. It's not a religion. It's more an ideology, and it's a man-made ideology that hates women. Women have to cover so they don't get assaulted or raped by men. Why should women cover that's not completely in the mailbox for these disgusting dogs of men to not rape them or assault them? That's crazy. I hate these mailboxes that they wear, Why would you as a woman, which woman actually truly wants to wear that fucking mailbox? Which woman truly wants to wear that? Come on.
You call it a mailbox?
I call it a fucking mailbox. Yes, I call it a fucking mailbox. That's what it is, a mailbox. A woman, what? I am a woman, right?
Norma, how do you think Fatima can find more peace in her life?
I actually pretty at peace, Everybody has his worries from time to time, But yeah. I am pretty like
Well, I mean, after the war is over and you've exhausted your sword, Fatima, what are you going to do to bring more peace into your home?
but I am pretty in peace, especially when I'm by myself. I'm very in peace by myself, you know. Um, why do you think I'm not in peace with myself? Because I'm attacking Islam?
Yeah, I'm just saying because you're fighting a war right now against Islam and the Mohammedans, the Muslims. But after the war is over, how are you going to relax?
And what does it mean the war over? That Islam is gone?
No, it just means you've exhausted yourself from battle. It's time to re energize.
If Islam is gone, I will take the biggest trip of my life and celebrate it everywhere I go.
We have a poll, please. Please vote.
I voted. Why did you take Muslims, El Normal?
Because I'm a liberal.
Do you know that Muhammad ordered to kill dogs? He genocided dogs. He literally ordered to kill like dozens of dogs.
That sounds terrible.
I even believe that. I even believed in. This is a conspiracy, right? I even believe that Islam is created. I don't even believe that Muhammad really existed, right? So I believe that Islam is created to distort the world in some way when the time passes. Because this is not a normal religion. That you cannot tell me that Muhammad actually all did these things. That's crazy. He never existed, bro.
I don't know. I always thought Islam was as good as any other religion.
Well, you thought wrong, Normie.
Well, you know more than I do. I'm a newcomer at this.
I don't think you're a newcomer. I think, especially, I think you. I almost used this app for 1 year, right? And I've been in a lot of rooms, and I can know that you using this app longer than me. You have a lot more information than me. So stop saying that you don't know anything about it.
I didn't say I don't know anything. I just said you know more. I dated a Muslim woman in Paris, and she was nice.
Listen to me. If you're not a terrorist, you're not a Muslim, right?
Okay.
That's all. You're not a real Muslim if you're not a terrorist. And if you're a Muslim and not a terrorist, then you're not a Muslim. And the third. Because Islam promotes terrorism. So the only thing you can be as a Muslim is a terrorist. And if you're not a terrorist, you're not a Muslim. If you're a terrorist, you're a Muslim.
Don't you think that's a little bit extreme?
Yeah, as extreme as being a terrorist, yes.
I think you could be a little more generous to the Muslims.
I am generous to the Muslims. It's not that I'm gonna attack them on the street like they do to other people. These are just words. I am attacking with words. They are literally attacking physically on the street, everywhere.
Do Muslims celebrate Christmas?
No, they destroy Christmas markets in Europe and the big cities. That's what they do.
That sounds very hostile. I was just at a Christmas market in Europe.
Oh, really?
It was really nice. It was really fun.
Where were you? Which country? Which country?
I was in England.
And which city? London?
I was in London and I was in Exeter.
Did you see like the prevention that they took so Muslims don't ride their car in the Christmas market? Did you see that?
No, I didn't notice, but maybe they put big concrete blocks.
Yeah, they did. Exactly.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
Oh.
You see how we Europeans have to adjust to these radical, fucking degenerate dogs?
Well, I don't know what to say about this.
You don't have to say anything about it. It's okay. I don't expect a response.
We're going to have a Muslim mayor in New York, I think. I don't know if he's practicing, but I hope he doesn't attack the Christmas market.
Yeah, You know how Mamdani is gonna make the strip club more inclusive for
Gonna make
Muslims?
what?
You know how Mamdani is gonna make the strip club in New York
Oh
more inclusive?
no! How's he gonna do that?
He's gonna put coats in them.
Oh wow, that sounds wild.
Yeah. So it's more inclusive for Muslims.
I heard he's gonna give 65 million. He said for transgender stuff.
Oh,
Is that
really?
yeah, he's really into transgender, which surprises me.
Didn't he assign a transgender rabbi as well?
I don't know what a Rebbe is. I don't know about him and the Jews.
A rabbi.
A rabbi? I don't know the transgender rabbi. I don't know of any.
I don't know for what exactly it was, but he took in a transgender rabbi. For something.
I don't know. He wants to give transgender folks $65 million.
Oh yeah, like America doesn't need the money for the homeless people. Oh no, give them to the mentally ill who want to mutilate their body. Yes, of course.
It seems strange. Maybe I think Teddy in the audience is a Muslim. Maybe he can explain all this stuff because I just don't know enough about it. Here,
I don't understand Danny. It's funny to make jokes about it. You know, the stereotypical joke.
I think it's amazing that everybody knows New York's mayor. Like, I don't know the mayor of Flanders or something.
Yeah, because this is all distraction. It's all just dumb distraction. That's it.
Teddy, come up and provide a more reasonable point of view. These people I think are Islamophobic.
Do you know what a phobia is?
It's a fear.
Yeah, no, it's not just a fear. It's an irrational fear.
Are you making fun of the way I talk?
I don't. Excuse me. How many times have you made fun of the way I talk? Like, come on.
How many times have I made fun of the way you talk?
Yes, exactly. There we go. It's an irrational fear. I don't have an irrational fear for Islam. I actually don't fear Islam. They can come and kill me. They can put me at gunshot and would ask me accept Allah or shoot me. I would say shoot me. I will never do it. That's how much I despise it. I don't hate it. I just don't want it. That's all.
I just want to point out that I'm like the only one in the room who voted for Muslims here. I'm like the last defender of Muslims. I hope people are grateful for me as a Jewish man defending the Muslims on Shabbos.
Aren't you a Jew? Like, you should be the last one.
No, I'm the only one defending the Jews. Defending the Muslims.
You're not defending the Jews.
I'm sorry, I misspoke. Defending the Muslims.
Yeah, which makes no sense. Are you actually? That makes you a bad Jew.
No, it doesn't. We Jews don't hate Muslims.
No, it makes you a bad Jew.
No, it doesn't. That's not what being a Jew is. We believe in anybody who follows the Noahide laws we can deal with. That means they believe in the one God, they respect their parents, they have courts of law, they don't eat live animals, which is a weird one. We formed these laws for the rest of the world so that they could be in line with godliness. And it looks like the Christians and the Muslims, they like our laws because they adopted our book, the Torah. I don't hate them. I think it's good for them to have a religion and to believe in the one God. I think that's a good thing.
But Muslims don't even know their religion and they're dumb. But it's not about these dumb Muslims that are not Muslims. It's about these fucking radicals that come from these Middle Eastern broken countries with hate for white culture, for everything we stand for, with a lot of hate, and they don't want it. They hate everything we stand for. They hate our culture. They don't like it. There are over 50 fucking Muslim countries in the world. Why don't they go and live there? No, they don't want this. I don't know who these people are, NPCs, whatever, but Muslim countries don't want to take them in. Like in North Africa, they're not going there because they don't want to take them in. These people are coming from somewhere. I don't know why, but they are dangerous. I don't know where the fuck these people come from. I don't even know what the fuck they do with their lives. I don't know where the fuck they live, but suddenly you see a thousands of them protesting for fucking Palestine out of nowhere. Where do they come from?
Wait,
From
aren't you one of those
the
people?
stewards? Do they come from the stewards? Sorry, what did you say?
Aren't you one of those people?
What kind of people?
Well, do you identify as white or not?
Yeah, she has a massive identity crisis happening here.
There's no crisis. She's just telling us who she is.
Like yesterday, she was saying, "Oh, all the immigrants coming to Europe. All the immigrants coming to Europe. They're doing this." Hold on, you fucking idiot! Your dad, your parents are immigrants.
Well, wait, don't
My mom,
curse.
my mom,
No, just like this.
My mom is Belgian. My mom is Belgian. I am a
And your dad?
My dad is Tunisian, so you cannot say I'm
In your culture, you are what your dad is, no?
Sorry, what?
You are what your dad is.
No, she doesn't like Islam, Teddy.
No, I said in their culture. I didn't say religion. I said in their
I've never heard that.
No, I said she doesn't like Islam. And she's not an immigrant.
Yesterday, she was moaning about all the immigrants coming to Europe.
Teddy, I'll be honest, a lot of people.
But she's an immigrant herself.
She's not an immigrant. She was born in Belgium.
Child of immigrants.
I am born in Belgium, and my mom is Belgian, so I'm.
Yeah.
She's a child of immigrants.
Okay, but she's
My mom-
saying
And she's moaning about other immigrants coming
because
to
her parents are law-abiding.
My
And
mom.
she's talking about the immigrants that are not law-abiding, that they're a problem in Europe. I don't think you can deny it, Teddy. No, I think you're lying now.
And also,
She's complaining.
Immigrant. You didn't say
Yeah.
illegal immigrants.
No, I didn't say illegal immigrants either. I said the ones that are violent.
Illegal in front of what she was
She's
saying.
talking about the criminals
But you
who are a
generalize.
problem. I don't think you're listening, Teddy. She's talking about the people that attack the Christmas markets. Like that.
Stop being apologetic all the time. Just say what's wrong. It's wrong. Okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay to call out other Muslims that are not behaving. You know that, right, Teddy? It's okay to do that. You live in.
Why would I waste my fucking time?
Oh, shut the fuck up.
Why would I waste my time going around telling people they're not showing their faith? Fuck off.
Are you an immigrant, Teddy? Are you an immigrant, Teddy? Is that why you're so sensitive?
Yes,
I'm an immigrant?
I'm asking.
No, I'm like fully English.
Okay, so you're not an immigrant, so why are you defending people who behave badly? I don't get it.
I'm not defending anything. I'm saying what she was saying yesterday was absolutely stupid.
No, it's
Well,
stupid. My mom is not an immigrant. She's Belgian, and I am
Your dad is an immigrant, so
what does her dad have to do with anything?
Probably fall into the category of the people that
Why do you only look at my dad?
moaning about at the moment.
Why do you? Why no? And wait. Why do you only look at my dad?
If you think about what the right say about all these Muslim age like adult age males coming to Europe,
Isn't that true, though? Isn't that what's happening?
I don't want to talk to someone like that. He's stupid. They all repeat the same thing like they learn it from a book somewhere. Always
Why
the
is he
same
so
thing.
angry? He's not even. It's weird. What do you think his story is? He likes to attack me when I go into a beer's room. I think he's an anti-Semite.
They're all anti-Semites.
Why is that? Are they anti-Christian too?
They hide behind Zionism. They always say, "Oh no, it's the Zionism. It's the Zionists." But that's not true. They actually hate Jews. They just hate Jews. That's it.
Why do they hate us?
But I don't give a shit why they hate you. I don't care, honestly. That's not my problem. My problem is the fruit of their hate.
Well, look, you know more about it than I do.
I don't know more about it than you do. Stop being so dumb, Elnama.
But you were sort of born into the Muslim world. I wasn't. I was born into the New York Jewish world.
I didn't grow up like I told you. I didn't grow up in any religion. My dad was not a. He was not a Muslim. I asked him one time, "Are you religious? Do you believe?" He said, "No, I don't believe in anything." My mom also, she doesn't believe in anything. So they're both nothing. They're atheists, I guess. Anyway, So yeah, I was brought up in nothing. I chose Christianity myself when I was 17. I don't even call myself a Christian. I call myself a spiritualist. The Bible is my scripture that I use for my faith. Yeah.
I heard that if you were a Muslim and you become a not Muslim, then they'll kill you. Is that true?
Yes, that is true. In very radical places, that is true. And there are sects everywhere in every country, European country, that try to prevent Muslims, especially Muslim girls, because Muslim girls are more likely to leave Islam, and there are sects running behind this girl, threatening their family, into dishonoring their daughters, so they do not convert out of Islam. That's what
Well, girls leave Islam because it's repressive of women, right?
Why do you ask me questions in that tone? Do you know the answer?
Because I want to hear it from somebody who knows. I only know it from the outside.
Yeah. Yes, they do. Women do not want to wear hijab. They don't want to wear a mailbox. Women want to be free. They want to feel beautiful. They want to let their beautiful shiny hair in the sun. They want to have fun, you know. And
That makes sense to me.
some men take a beautiful girl and they put her in a mailbox. That's disgusting. You cannot make me believe that women actually love wearing hijab. You cannot make me believe that in any way. The hijab is a covering to prevent men from lusting over a woman. That's all what a hijab is. What I am wearing is actually beautiful. What I'm wearing. This is beautiful. This is a veil. This is a headscarf. This is very beautiful. It's open.
Is that what you wear?
You can breathe through it. So yeah.
Is that an abaya?
That's just a headscarf. It's nothing.
What's it called again?
It's just a headscarf. It's a scarf that I use as a headscarf.
It's nice. It's nice. Good during COVID.
Yeah. Are you vaccinated, Nomi?
The doctor said yesterday I should get a flu shot, so I got a flu shot.
Oh no, the flu shots are also made by the same technique, so you got it.
They are?
Yeah.
What's the technique? You think the flu shots are mRNA?
Yeah,
I don't think so.
No, I thought I heard that. I'm not sure. Don't take me for truth. I thought I heard.
He said you should take one. So I said, fine, if you want to give me one, I'll take it. I don't care. I never used to take it, but he told me to take it, so I did.
Oh yeah, maybe because it's so forceful. Maybe it is because they are using the same technique and they want to test it again.
You think I'm a guinea pig?
We're all guinea pigs when it comes to medical care.
Are flu shots made with mRNA? No, the flu shot you currently get is not an mRNA vaccine.
All right, keep on your space. But you didn't vaccinate against COVID.
I did a long time ago, when it was COVID time.
I didn't take.
Did you get COVID?
I got, apparently 3 times. I lost my smell and taste for like 1 month and a half, and it took some time for it to come back.
So you could taste your waffles?
No, I couldn't taste anything. Like I literally put an onion in my mouth to provoke the taste or smell back, but it didn't help.
Well, if you're single, you can eat raw onions, but if you're with somebody, then you shouldn't. I eat raw onions only if I'm not going to be with a girl.
Yeah.
I took the vaccine and I did not get COVID. I was really careful. Everybody around me got it. And then, like 3 years later, when I was in London, I got COVID. But I only had it for like 2 days. It was 2 days and then I was fine.
You do realize that most of COVID deaths, they had COVID, yes, but they died after they got vaccinated against it. So
I think that's a conspiracy theory. I don't think that's true.
So they had COVID, so they gave them the vaccine, and they died after, and they reported it as death of COVID. But actually, it's strange they give the vaccine and then they die. And then you have people who had COVID with no vaccinations and they healed. That's not a conspiracy, it's true. Look it up from Belgium. They're actually.
I'm not even sure Belgium is a real place. I've heard of it and I've been in the airport, but I never hear anything else about it.
Oh, you've been in Brussels Airport? You know what happened in 2016?
2016?
Yes, at the airport. You know
What happened?
Some beautiful Muslim terrorist blew himself up with needles. So a lot of people died.
What's the matter with these people?
I don't know, they like to blow themselves up in the name of Allah. Apparently that's the thing in Islam.
It's weird to me.
Yeah.
If they want to kill themselves, go jump off a cliff or something. Why do you have to bother other people?
I guess they are scared to die alone, so they want to bring other people with them.
And he put needles on himself to spread?
I don't know.
That's what you said.
Oh, yeah. There were like needles. Not needles, but how do you call it?
Nails.
Nails, yes. So when
What a
he blew
psycho.
up, yeah, so when he blew up, like, you know, the pressure of the blow, yeah. That must be very painful.
I don't understand why they say the name of God when they kill people. I don't get that.
Yeah, like, why do they say Allah Akbar? I thought Allah was such a peaceful God. Why do they do that if it's not Islamic? Where do they get it from? Oh, yeah. What is it called? Jihad? Right?
Jihad.
Yeah.
I don't know. We're going to have to answer these questions because we are forced to confront these serious situations. So we have to figure them out. We've got to, we have, if people want to blow themselves up, then maybe they don't really belong around other people. They should just be left alone.
Yeah, but that's not how Islam wants to work. That's not how Islam works.
Well, one of the United States' most prominent Muslim politicians is named Ilhan Omar, and she's just got into a whole lot of trouble in Minneapolis for stealing money, marrying her brother, and giving all this corrupt, stolen money to her husband. So I think people are waking up to this problem. Huh? What?
I didn't say anything.
Wild. No.
Hmm? I don't know. You're not making sense.
Do you, El Normal, do you think my English is good? Do I have a bad accent? Do you think
You speak pretty well. I'll be honest. You speak pretty well, and also your voice is much better tonight.
do you think the Flemish accent is ugly? When I speak English, do you think it's irritating, like the Pakistani or Indian accent,
I do not find Pakistani or Indian accent annoying at all. I love it.
I don't either, but I just use it because a lot of people do. So
I like Indian people, and I'm fine with Pakistani people.
That's not my question. I'm just using it as an example because
You sound really good tonight. You're very what's the word I'm looking for? You're very clear and very reasonable.
I'm talking about my accent.
It's not. No, your accent is fine. You speak English pretty well.
No, is it an irritating accent or something that can annoy people?
You know what's irritating? When you ask me the same question 10 times in a row. That's irritating.
Oh my God, you're a piece of shit, man, Normal. You're a piece of shit.
Thank you. Yeah. I told you like 4 different ways that you sounded fine and there was no problem, and you just keep asking me.
Yes, because you didn't specifically talk about my accent, which I asked for.
If I say you sound fine, that addresses your accent.
Yeah, but I need more specification,
Okay, you need some emotional support.
Oh my God.
You have a beautiful voice. I'd like to hear you sing. Remember before we compared you to Nico? Didn't we compare you to Nico?
I don't remember that. It
She was
became.
in the she was in the Velvet Underground. I think she was. Yeah, she was.
It's
Maybe.
beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Everywhere I go. Oh, bro, it was a bad one.
Very cute. Well, you have to practice. You have to find your key.
Yeah, I was off key. I could feel it.
You have to find the key that worked for you. You gotta like practice on your own.
Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are.
Try this. Your own personal Jesus.
Your own personal. No, I can't. I don't have.
No, that was pretty good. You can keep it low. You have a low voice. You should sing down in the low range.
Your own personal Jesus. No, bro, stop.
You're gonna get it. Okay, I'm gonna play it on YouTube for you. Okay, I'll go into music mode. Okay, it's a good song. It's sung by Johnny Cash. Hang on, I'm pulling it up now from YouTube. There's probably gonna be an ad, so give me a second here. Do you know this song?
Yeah, I heard it. Yes, yeah.
It's even though I'm Jewish, it's a really good song.
Oh shit, is that forbidden in Judaism?
Is what forbidden in Judaism?
Singing songs about Jesus?
Not at all. No. All right. Hang on, there's an ad. Okay, here we go. Now I'm gonna go into music mode. Hang on. Okay. You're gonna get blown away.
By the mystical union of fairy and fawn, a dance in the shadows from dusk until dawn. Unspoken the whispers that drift through the trees. Unbroken the vow carried soft on the breeze. Oh, fiery Valkyrie, I invoke, through the flames and the embers, the spell is bespoke. Your arrows and slinging, their springs tender glow. A force wild and brilliant, a power I know. A secret communion of hearts left unsung. The listless, resistless, tumultuous tongue. Through veils of the morning, her armor does gleam. The warrior spirit ignites every dream. No godhead could charm her, no throne could command, but manhood awakened. She took up her stand. In brilliance resilient, her fire does burn, a goddess of spring, with the world left to turn. A fiery flattery, I invoke, through the flames and the embers, the spell is bespoke. Your arrows unslinging, the spring's tender glow. A force wild and brilliant, a power I know. One world-class British style, enamored Crocky, the emperor. This family orchestra, electric guitars, deep pseudomatic drums, Korean chorus. A 1 hour world-class British style, epic title. Blend ground symphonic orchestra, electric guitars, deep animated drums, Korean percussion, and a magnificent street Roberture, low strings, distant brass, and cold wind sweeping across an ancient battlefield, gradually ascending to a heroic supporting rock climax with thunderous drums, soaring guitars, and resounding quiet chants, including the dude narrative passages with focus force, but through strategy, patience, endurance, and the ability to gather remarkable talents. Contrast with a reckless warlord who trusts only in strength and temper, structure the Songian chapters. He who wins great minds wins the world. The strategist wisdom, the steward's vision, the general's discipline. Together they forge my throne. I place my trust in them, and that trust crowned me emperor. Thunder tears the sky, dust rises like a raging storm. The enemy's blade was sharp, their spirit was broken. We were few, yet our hearts were one. Strategy is not brute strength, but the union of souls. Pride marks the beginning of defeat. Arrogance the doorway to ruin I endure. And those who endure shape the destiny of the world. Amidst the message to all. Victory is not born of force, but of a heart that never loses its way. The world is not forged by swords, but created by the human spirit.
Yeah, well, this was like a little tiny church that I was brought up in. A little,
No, I want to fast forward you to the end of the story because you're boring as hell. So what's the end of the story?
There you go, bro. Check out the PTR. Okay, so the end of the story is I did get baptized into the church and ultimately, eventually I left the church. I just don't believe in any of it anymore.
Gotcha.
And so yeah, so that's
Gotcha.
it.
Well, we both arrived kind of at the same spot, but I believe this month because it's December. That's all I'm saying. I'm on Team Christian. I want to be a Catholic for all time.
Do you deck the halls with balls of collie?
I would if I could, bro.
Deck the halls with balls of collie. La 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 la.
What's up, dog?
Hey, we should do that tomorrow in Steve's room. Just sing like Steve.
That mic is really loud in the background there, bro.
He wants to date you.
I'm going to help you out. Put you on a little mute right there. What up, Music AI? Because that's not a troll account.
Why is Aisha downstairs?
Watch your mouth there. That sounded inappropriate.
So wait, who was the atheist who said he gave up believing in God? I couldn't see the speaker.
Casey. What's up, John?
So Casey, what makes you think there's, no God to be found anywhere?
I'm sorry. They had a YouTube.
I said, what makes you think there's no God anywhere?
Well, I think it's a really personal experience. Okay, for me, I don't see any evidence of God. Okay, for you, if you see evidence of God, that's fine. That's fine, and I don't want to like try to denounce your experience. But for me, I don't see any evidence of God. I don't see any evidence of divine creation. So that's just me.
I get it, but that's because you're looking in all the wrong directions. And the more you think and the more you speak, the further from the truth you're going to get. You got to go within if you want to find the God.
I'm sorry. Why do I have to find the God?
Because life can be pretty boring if you don't, do some self-exploration every once in a while. Analysis, self-individualization. It's called psychology. You might call it science of nature.
No, that's bullshit.
No, sir, what you're saying is bullshit. That's my opinion. It's not a fact. It's called my opinion.
Okay, that's great. That's your opinion. That's great.
Don't engage him.
Well, don't engage you, Michaela. Who asked you, you big mouth?
I live in Illinois. I'm coming to get you.
I just reported you to the sheriff's department. Have a good weekend lockup for making online death threats.
Nobody said nothing about that.
Hey, John, we really love you, but we just really don't love you broadcasting the room to YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Just come back in when you're not recording us, and we'll put you back up. I got people DMing me how much they want.
Tiny little penis so he does kids over.
They kicked me.
That is the typical fact in their conscience, like where they feel like I need to sacrifice idols, and that's completely fine to be that way as well. So it's kind of open. It's not encouraged or discouraged for people to eat meat in the New Testament. So that would be the answer.
Nom, 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 nom.
It's not encouraged either way.
What about sausage on your cheese pizza?
But it's not.
It's got to be kosher.
I'm gonna move you down, my friend. Hold on. Let me move you down. I love you, brother. But
Oh, you're so pathetic, Andrew. Get a life on a Friday night. Do something with yourself. How long are you going to do the same shtick? Get some new material. This show's so boring. Jesus Christ. Read the Bible every once in a while.
So that's kind of lame, too. But anyway, but Ben, yeah, so it's not encouraged either way. It's not like God's like, hey, you must eat meat or you don't. You don't need to. It's kind of really, I think it's kind of up to however you, I think health should be a precedent. Like if it's most healthy.
It doesn't work on me. Like when I go to sleep, it messes up. It just never dries completely. Even if I do it like in the morning.
Are you doing dips or what do you do?
No, I'm saying if I do it myself, that's how.
No, but what do you do in the
Oh, I just do shellac.
Oh, sure. Okay.
Yeah.
Shellac.
Like you lock up, but then your bullets are not aligned. And they happen. So if you get robbed, you're gonna probably get shot anyway. So
Rachik, are you talking about the horrible, terrible people still?
What?
What's going on with the horrible, terrible people today?
What time music? I was agreeing with you. No, I'm just telling you about the gun laws in Australia. They're pretty fucked because in Australia in 1996 there was a Port Arthur massacre in Tasmania, and the Prime Minister at the time, John Howard, he set the parliament and they just confiscated all the guns. So Australians complied and they gave in their guns for money, literally. So now, if you're wise, if you leave two in the chamber just in case you get robbed or someone's trying to kill you. But other than that, we have really, really shit fucking gun laws. But we haven't had a school shooting since then or a massacre. But it's still shit. I prefer the American system of having weapons. I think that's much better, in all honesty.
It's terrible. Horrible people.
It is terrible. What is it? But it's true. What other word you want to use? It is terrible, though.
No, that's your catchphrase now. You need to keep using it.
But it is, bro. That's the rough thing. But here in Australia, like right now, it's summer. So it's really hot. I don't know where you guys are in the States, but I'm sure you guys are getting winter. But right now, it's summer here. It's like, it's Arizona weather. So Queensland is called the Sunshine State where I am. It's like, you're Florida. It's pretty much the same Florida temperature the whole year. We don't get anything cold. It doesn't happen.
Did Sudan ever make the World Cup?
No. South Sudan doesn't. It made the Olympics in basketball. The youngest team ever for obvious reasons, we're all told. The youngest team ever to do it in the 2024 Paris Olympics, which was Guinness World Record that it happened. But in terms of football/soccer, no, that's gonna take some time. It might take another 8 years. We don't have the infrastructure, and a lot of our players, such as Jeremy Doku and stuff, they chose to play for Belgium, the one that plays for Man City, and other ones. So they're not play, and we have like 5 of them that are playing for the Australian national team. They're not playing for South Sudan. So it happens because, like, yeah, because what do you expect them to do? Play for South Sudan and not qualify? So we have a few that play for the Australian national team and other teams. So they're getting poached because the national team in South Sudan is just, they don't have any support. So you're not going to attract the best, because the best talents, like Jeremy Docker plays for Manchester City. He's not, of course, he's going to play for Belgium over South Sudan and not make the World Cup. You know what I mean? It's just logical.
They kicked me.
Music, what was that other room you're in? I was just there listening to that before. What was
Which one? The with Fatima?
I don't know her name. The one from Belgium.
Yeah, Fatima. It was called Fatima versus the Muslims.
Oh yeah, I was listening to that. I was like, I didn't see any Muslims in there, so I got bored.
Yeah, they were Muslims. I kept kicking them to the goo and out of the room where they belong.
Fair enough.
So what's going on tonight, Beaver?
Not a goddamn thing. How about you?
I'm cooking chicken nuggets in my air fryer, about to put some ketchup and ranch and barbecue sauce on a little plate and enjoy myself a little chicken.
Riddle me this. What do you think of a grown adult that has to ask if nuclear weapons were used in the Civil War of the United States of America?
I think that individuals who ask questions like that are very creative. And, you know, there's no such thing as the past or the future. Those are concepts in the now. But if you think that there was a nuclear war during the Civil War in 1865, well, you know, you're a creative person.
Lisa 420.
Was that the same Lisa 420 in the room yesterday? That black chick that came in and was like she's a teacher, whatever she called herself. Is that the same one?
She's in that room quite a bit, but I don't know if she was in there last night.
Yeah, because I got kicked out for one of them yesterday, and they were like all teachers and educators and stuff, or nurses, which really scares me. Like the most. Remember when Charlie Kirk got shot, and all of them were like teachers and nurses that were celebrating it? I was shocked. Actually, not shocked because a lot of teachers are retarded because they can't survive in the private fucking market, you know. So they have to teach the kids. But yeah, I think it might have been her. But how don't you like this is you know, I'm not even gonna try to explain what I'm thinking because that's so retarded. It's horrible.
It's horrible.
But how can the Gatling gun wasn't even invented in the Civil War?
This is how fucking dumb they are. These people, they're a drain on society. They don't offer any value. They just drain. What would you do as congressman, music, to take care of these people?
That's so bad. I can't even explain that.
Would you sterilize them? Keep them from reproducing?
Bro, they don't reproduce anyway because most liberal chicks are fat and overweight anyway. And that's why they go into education to educate conservative kids. So when conservatives are like, darling, you're 18 years of age, 19 or whatever, you go to college, and they come back a raging fucking liberal. That's the whole MO because nobody's having, if you look at the statistics, conservatives have far more kids than liberal people. And at the end of the day, everything is always tied in elections. Worldwide, it's not an American problem. Even in Australia, it's the same problem. So you have kids, like even, I don't even know how I survived university without becoming a leftist, raging progressive, bro. Like I remember in 2020, I was all into like I was dating a chick and young at the time, and she was doing like a slut walk, bro. I went to like a slut walk event, and then I saw the most ugliest women, and that's what red pilled me, bro. So I was never lost to that movement. It's too powerful, bro. That's what they do.
Pumpkin, thunder, glorious.
I'm kind of agnostic to the rooms now. I think the whole app is just a total waste of time, to tell you the truth. So, everyone here is just wasting their time. They can't find anything better to do. But, the Lisa 420 and the politically correct rooms, they are extremely toxic, and they do fall apart, and they do have extremely emotional problems, and like today I heard them going on and on about how this girl was the judge in another room, and all these FUB words, like just really toxic communication, because it's not some kind of a therapy room. It's basically an angry complaint room, and
they went at it hard. They went at it big time. Kalisha versus Lisa, Goat versus Lisa.
They're crazy. Like, they're all neurotic. There's no point to what they're doing. It's like you would think it's like some kind of television drama show, but it's just a bunch of neurotic, mentally ill, mentally unhealthy people just tearing each other and themselves apart in the process. It's amazing to watch.
But how can a grown adult, a nurse that's raised children in her 50s or whatever, think that nuclear weapons were used in the Civil War?
This dumb bitch works in transgender surgery. She mutilates children, bro. You didn't know what that dumb bitch does? She mutilates children. She's fucking whack.
I didn't know that part. I just thought she was a nurse.
Yeah, for transgender surgeries. She helps fucking mutilate children. And abortions. She's the worst of the worst.
So she hands over the scalpel and the scissors they use to cut off the... No, that's all.
I don't know. I heard her talking about how, like, she works with patients for aftercare of their transgender surgeries and shit like that. Anyways, they make, I can't even post their content on YouTube because YouTube takes it down for hate speech, because some of them are so rabidly anti-Jewish and so anti-Semitic and such hateful, disgusting people. A lot of ghetto. There's a lot of Jew hate in the ghetto. It's pretty crazy to listen to, and like YouTube automatically detects it and deletes it, and they're like, "Sorry, this is hate speech." I'm like, "Holy shit!"
Wait, so any speech against Jews automatically gets detected?
It could be. I'm not sure, but there's so much content. I don't know how the algorithm. Well, you can appeal it, and I did just do an appeal, and they did say, okay, this isn't hate speech. But in the context of journalism and news reporting, documenting and saying, hey, this is a news broadcast, there's no reason for them to delete things that are being recorded for journalistic purposes, which is documenting hate speech. To say that my content is hate speech when I'm intentionally documenting the hate speech, it falls under certain guidelines of like journalism and art, basically. But either way, the independent journalist is censored. Censorship is a real problem. I mean, because you need these people to be documented. You have to document hate speech and put it into proper context and explain to people why it's hate speech.
But the more you censor people and you get a special group gets special consideration, the more resentment they're just creating. Others are going to hate them even more. I don't know why they don't realize this.
But it's a double standard, and they're hypocrites, because all of these FBAs or black nationalists, don't you understand? They're just doing the same. It's all politic, but it's a double standard, because if white people were to say the things that they say, it would be it would be villainy. You'd be castrated and murdered for saying the things that they say. So you have to document it, and then it becomes a communication game.
But they're so low IQ they may not know better.
They know what they're doing, but they don't care what they're doing. They're low IQ, they're racist, they're extremists, they're liberal fascists, and they are censors. That's why I say you can always detect the fascist whether or not they're a censor. If you are an active censor on this app, you are the problem.
I agree. abortion debate heating up in the chat. You know, abortion to me, you know, I'm conservative, I like Trump, but abortion, I've never been passionate about it. I know you disagree, Music, and A-Check, I know you disagree.
Just go. You have to watch interviews with abortion doctors to really get a distaste, because you may not care about the girl that has the abortion, but if you were to observe the personality of the provider, you would be so repulsed and sickened to yourself. You'd be like, these are the worst people on the planet, because they are the liberal, leftist, socialist, Marxist, communist terrorists that you hate, and they are literally cutting up babies and, you know, filleting fetuses. Like, there's a lot to really be disgusted and appalled at.
No, yeah, okay, the late term stuff, that's, ugh. But yeah, but what's a worse fate? Having a kid that's going to suffer a lifetime, or just aborted?
Tell that to the kid who didn't suffer for the lifetime, and a miracle came out, and he became an amazing person because the mother chose not to have some liberal whack job cut the baby's head off. Come on, Beaver. The option or the opportunity to have a shot at life is far greater than terminating somebody.
We were talking before about football. Do you know Cristiano Ronaldo's mother, Dolores, tried to abort Cristiano Ronaldo?
Yeah, I saw that.
The abortion failed.
See, there you go.
So, yeah, she tried to abort Cristiano Ronaldo, one of the two gods, and the abortion failed. Thank the Lord. I don't like these people. Women these days use abortion like what do you call it? Like the pill, or whatever it is. It's sickening. I don't like this. People that are pro-abortion, to me are just sick people. Honestly.
No, I'm talking more about a case of like, okay, the doctor does a genetic screening. Okay, your kid's going to have this syndrome where the bones won't form correctly. He's going to live a life of pain, and he's going to suffer. To me, I'm going to abort the kid because I don't want a kid to suffer like that.
Yeah, but there's so many cases when the doctor says, yeah, somebody's going to be disabled, or somebody's is going to have a heart disease and or somebody's going to have cerebral palsy, and they come out 100% fine. The doctors are not imperially. They don't know everything. Doctors can be wrong a lot of the. There's been so many cases with women that were told, like, yeah, you have to abort your kid or else they're going to come out disabled. And the woman is like, no, actually, I don't want to abort my kid. And the kid comes up perfectly fine, you know? And it's like...
They told Tim Tebow's mother to abort.
Exactly.
But now, technology is much better now. But what about all these kids that are, like, in the ghetto, crack babies that the mom don't want them?
Yeah, but the thing is, the problem is, like, in the Black American community, Black women aborted 22 million babies. That's babies that have been killed by Black women than actual, like, fucking murder, suicide, fucking wars, and everything else like that. This whole abortion thing, even, I'll tell you something, Beaver. The lady that did Roe vs. Wade, she ended up becoming a Christian and repenting for the rest of her life because she knew what she did was wrong. She knew she killed children. And she knew. She tried to take her own life multiple times because she knew she fucked up saying abortion was correct. That was the lady that passed Roe vs. Wade. So don't tell me that it's like, bro, if you're gonna abort a kid, it's like if they've died and stuff or some bullshit reason, but it's like it shouldn't be there just because, you're like 18 or 19 and you had sex with a random dude and now you're scared that your dad or mother's gonna find out, so I'm just gonna abort it, like, because, the kid doesn't matter, or it's a fetus. And by the way, fetus is Latin for baby, by the way. That's what it means in Latin.
Yeah, I certainly wouldn't my kid aborted, and I would fight like hell to stop it. I'm just saying, I'm saying in the thing, like, if there's a medical problem, I wouldn't advise it because I think these people would regret it the rest of their life if women that did it at a convenience store, they're like, I'm not ready, or my career comes first, or any stuff like that. I would highly advise against doing something like that. But I
I mean, it's not leftover. It's not leftover food, right? I mean, I heard somebody gave a good example. We were like laughing. We're like, oh, it's not leftovers. You just throw it out. I mean, people who are so crazy about abortion. You see what I'm saying? Like, they got no problem killing children. I mean, it's so fucking crazy and cringe and sick.
I don't have a problem killing Charlie Cook, bro. These chicks that you meet, that's why I said thank God I agree. This is like 5 years ago. Like, you have these chicks in their mid-20s and they're like, or early 20s, and then for like 2 or 3 abortions. It's fucking disgusting. And obviously they have mental health fucking issues. That's why you get those SSRI eyes, you know? Have you seen those liberal eyes with the fucking big glasses and stuff? And they explode and everything because they know you're right and they know they fucked up. They got those eyes and they take the SSRIs like 30 meals every single fucking day, just try to stay sane, and it doesn't work. If you aborted 2 children and you get in your 30s and you realize, like, have you seen all sorts of articles being like, I aborted 2 children, and now I'm like in my 40s and I'll never have children on my lawn. And then they fucking adopt other children and like transition. And these are sick people, bro. I think abortion is fucking evil, bro. I'm a Catholic, bro. I'll never be for abortion. I think it's sick. I think it's sinister. I think it's evil. I can't fuck with that, bro.
I want to record a song with you. Have you heard the song She's Got Betty Davis Eyes? I want to do that song with you, but I want to write the lyrics for you.
Yeah, let's do it. I think that'll be fun.
She's got FSRI eyes. It may be too hard to work in that lyric, but we'll see.
We'll work it out. I have some friends that can do lyrics and stuff. I think that'll be cool. But yeah, I think she's got
He rejects me from the room. He kicked me from the room.
But stop saying just you a day before birth. I generally don't think it's like preferable. We also like I actually agree with Comrade that the way we speak about rape, abortion, things like that in this room is so far removed from reality. Like, if your mother
That doesn't matter.
Well, no, it does.
Are you talking about ideally because most women don't carry babies?
Yeah.
But it's so funny. It's so funny. That's just funny, but you know, I'm scared for him. Well, you heard what I said to him, that joke, so he's getting back at me. So we can take care of each other. You know what I mean? We can dish it and get him.
Daddy's home. Daddy's home. Am I agnostic or atheist?
You're my daddy.
Daddy's home.
That's this boy, pussy daddy.
Gigi, are you an atheist, Gigi?
I only worship you.
You worship me? That's fascinating. What makes you want to worship me?
Your fat cock in my mouth.
My fat cock in your mouth. Who do you think I am? Milo Yiannopoulos?
I don't care.
Daddy's home.
I have a question. I'm having an issue.
Shoot,
with the
Danny.
login. How do I contact Clubhouse for them to fix it? Or are they trying to shadow ban me or something?
Just go on X, type your message, and at Clownhouse, and then they'll respond on X, and they'll say, "Thanks, Danny, for submitting your complaint to the complaint department. You could have gone to Jeff's room." Well, you can go to Jeff's room and just submit the complaint there if you want. He's got daily complaint rooms going on, so.
I feel like he's making fun of me. I complain every day.
I bought a fart button for Clubhouse.
Why are they psyoping me?
Psyoping you? You psyoped yourself, but you went to the gym. So congratulations, you're swimming now.
I went to the gym like 4 times, and then they tried to cancel it, and I couldn't.
Why? Just tell them you're moving out of state.
No, but I got like a 2-year thing.
Oh shit! They locked you in.
So in order to make it worth it, I gotta use it for 8 months.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, you're
Even
gonna
though it's
feel
for 2
great.
years, so.
You're gonna look great.
Yeah, I think you're right. My stomach was like flatter for like the 4 or 5 days I went. I'll go back.
Daddy's home. Hello? Daddy's home. Hello? Hello?
I heard about him since.
Haven't heard a peep since.
Unlike
I'm
many
sure he's
others since, because, well, I have theories, but I'm not going to express them here at this moment in time.
This chick
I'm going to
Aisha is
pretend that
so
I'll actually
annoying.
get back to bed.
She's
What
so
was your
annoying.
lecture I shows? Like, don't wear those clothes. I can't believe you wore your hair out like that today. And you just like stood there and wagged your finger. That kind of lecture?
Oh, if I gave a lecture on fashion in any way, shape, or form. And when I
Aisha,
say-
why aren't you getting co-modded anymore? Did Pro get sick of your bullshit?
Oh.
This is John's back again. John's trying to record.
The Pro keeps kicking me. It's so lame. I'll just come in anonymous. Who cares? Your rooms are lame anyways. They're boring.
So you have an issue with me getting rid of people who are spying on us? Like,
Spy, get over yourself. Nobody cares who you are, you loudmouth. You know, who cares?
Aw.
That's just helping you work to go.
They kicked me.
Watch the first 30 minutes.
Takes you somewhere else.
And I don't even think Diddy expected he was gonna ever.
That's life, you know?
50 been setting this nigga.
Have you ever thanked Jesus or Hashem, Daddy, that you weren't born a particular cultural identity?
What? I was born a half-ass Jew.
Oh, that's true. You got the worst end of the deal. Would you rather be black?
Cassie, I didn't see.
Yeah, at least I'd have some, style.
Street cloud or
I
something.
would want to dance and
Right?
sing.
I know all these people,
Um,
right? Laura and Cassie are tight. Now, do I think Diddy flip both of them? For sure. Right? Because Nipsey's into the same shit. I've been trying to bet the same watching, wanting to pay a nigga come fuck my bitch in front of me and all this shit. He's into the same. Okay, anybody want to bet? I got the nigga that's
They wasn't ready. They wasn't ready for that.
Nah, leave you say right. Just the other day, right? When Adam was doing it.
Man, you projecting, Wack. You projecting your own sex life on Diddy, dog. That's sick. You projecting. They kicked me. They kicked me.
Product of your brain. Any more than a song is a product of your radio. Rather, your brain and body is the instrument.
Oh, I got pregnant. Like, I don't understand that. I think people who just willingly are like having all of this sex, unprotected sex, and then acting so shocked that they got pregnant, that's irresponsible to me. But at the same time, because I see so many situations where I know girls who get pregnant and they become single baby mothers, and then the dad doesn't want to be involved, and then they're all stressed out and looking ugly as fuck because they're carrying like this child that they weren't prepared to have. That's why I support abortions, because I'm like, okay, you're putting yourself through all this for what? Now, I feel like they should have prevented it to begin with and not be irresponsible, but the little bastard's already here. But I feel like, okay, if you're pregnant, right, in a situation where you end up pregnant and you know that guy's not going to help you, you don't really have
Beard as much. Jeff's beard is the most I'll tolerate, and Jeff's different because he's mainly like, I know he's whatever Algerian, but he's mainly white. He looks like a white man. So like his little beard, it's cute, it's short. I don't like beards. It's the problem.
He looks cute.
He's light hair also. I mean, it's gray, but like, I don't know, it's just light on him. When Chaldean guys grow a beard, I mean, they look like Daesh. You know what Daesh is? ISIS. They look like ISIS. We don't have ISIS running around.
Like if you go 3 pictures back, the picture of me and the rabbi, like I had let my beard grow like longer than I've like probably ever like grown.
Yeah, it was pretty long there.
Or they just left. You would have just left.
Hey, bro, great room, Fatima. You really laid into it. Good work. You did great work there, Fatima.
I don't know. Wait.
What?
This the one that removed me from the room?
Oh, that was not me.
No, that was Fatima, wasn't me.
You're not welcome here. He records rooms.
I very careful. Like obviously, I know that I don't care. Obviously, I accidentally deleted the replay.
Bruce, you almost thought I was fucking actually.
To be honest, CM was kind of slow.
You're good acting, Cigars.
CM, you're so fucking slow, man.
I was saying the most stupidest things.
Yeah, no, but I don't know.
Sam, you thought I was being serious as well.
Killing shit, Trish go keep spilling shit. You over there at home, you in the danger zone. I can shouldn't be alone. Hold hands and say it like we the most shady.
They weren't responsible in not getting pregnant in the first place. But I don't think it's that they don't care. Like, because I know women who have gotten abortions and it was a very emotional process for them, and they were crying and felt very
I'm talking
bad
before
about
they
it. So
even
it's
get
not
to
like they
that
were
point.
like, oh, I got
To
an
even get
abortion,
pregnant.
like, fuck them kids, like laughing about it. But
I'm talking before you even get to that point, because there's a lot of steps before that point even become obvious.
yeah,
Right?
yeah, I understand that, but here's the thing: it's like it takes two to tango, and both are like being irresponsible when they're having unprotected sex, and then you know, even if you got a woman pregnant, right, and you're like, oh, I don't want nothing to do with that child, you're also being negligent and irresponsible. But
Agreed,
she's
but
the one
keep
that
in
has to deal with it because she's carrying the
Exactly, but that's right. So that's why most of the oldest. Why the fuck you
yeah,
talking
but
like this?
brother. But hold on,
I thought we were back and forth. Go ahead.
Yeah, just 1 second, brother. So yeah, like I understand everything that you're saying, and that's like why for me, I know I don't want to have kids right now, so I'm not going to get pregnant.
Let's not forget that it says, and those who teach men to do so, to do away with the law and the prophets, shall be called least in the kingdom. That's all I wanted to say earlier, and I know Jody knew that. That's why he kept pushing me off to the side and saying all of that. And to Mother's point earlier, that is the same point I was making, was that what about before Jesus came? What about all of those people, even to what you just said, so those other people that didn't know Jesus, or are we going to say they knew Jesus even though Jesus wasn't ever around at that time, that they met him some kind of way? To Mother's point, we got to be real with the text and how everybody else in existence did not get the opportunity, if we want to call it that, to be introduced to our Jesus, because that's exactly what it is, our Jesus in this time. That's all I want to say. I yield.
Yeah. I just oh, go ahead, brother Joe. No, I just wanted to say that scripture that was brought up too. This is eternal life, that you come to know me. You see,
even as Christ
right there, that thing is beyond what a lot of people can comprehend. Why do I say that? Look at Gandhi. Gandhi, he went through some rough stuff. I mean, even the Christians threw him in jail. These are so-called brothers that was called Christians. And they were acting like Satanists. But Gandhi, who wasn't a Christian, was acting like a Christian. Or a follower of Christ, as some brothers and sisters may say. The point is that to know him, how do you come to know somebody? You have a personal experience with them. You start to when you have a personal experience with them, let me say it this way. You get to know them. How do you get to know somebody you don't see? That you're not with every day like you with your parents or your wife or your kids or your friends. You get to know what they're about by looking at certain examples of the word or following something inside of you that is moving you to do what's right, that everybody, the majority, would agree with for conscience sake. That's getting to know somebody you don't see. That when you start getting to know somebody, you start to apply the examples in your life. And Gandhi did that. Gandhi, he did that. So he knew Jesus without having to hear about the name or something like that, because he might have, I don't know. The point is, he put to practice what Jesus would have done for the people. Yeah.
He's peaceful because he's
I know people don't like me to talk.
Some parts of his verses that he got was actually from a tree. I'm not joking. There's that deep on that.
Unbelievable.
Necro, what's worse, a fanatic Muslim or a fanatic atheist?
Fanatic Muslim or fanatic atheist? I'd say fanatic Muslim, definitely. Muslim in general. It doesn't have to even be fanatic.
Yeah, phonics like you and I should.
I feel like communication would have been the cherry on top.
No, it's good, man. I love it. Thank you for empowering what I was saying, because communication is all of it. Even when you communicate in silence, that's communication, because the inner voice don't talk audio all the time. You know that thing that tells you don't do that. Don't walk down that alley. That doesn't audio talk to you, but it's a communication nonetheless.
Now I'm a if they let me talk without interruption, I'm gonna read this scripture and show y'all what I was talking about, why Jesus was saying what he was saying and who he was saying it against. It says in 5:17, think not that I come to destroy the law of the prophets. I am not come to destroy, but to fulfill. For verily I say unto you, till heaven and earth pass, one jot or one tittle shall in no wise to all be fulfilled. Whosoever therefore shall break one of these least commandments and shall teach men so, he shall be called the least in the kingdom of heaven. But whosoever shall do and teach them, the same shall be called great in the kingdom of heaven. Now listen to this, y'all. For I say unto you, that except your righteousness shall exceed the righteousness of the scribes and Pharisees, ye shall in no case enter into the kingdom of heaven. So again, it backs up scripturally exactly what I've been saying for about the last 5 minutes. He was saying he was the truth, the way, and the life. No man comes by the Father but by me, because he was going against these scribes and these Pharisees, or another word for them is the Sanhedrin, these so-called, what we would call them the T.D. Jakes and the Joel Osteens of the day. The Creflo 5 nickel dollar and the T.D. Snakes.
So malice, because as a person who don't have kids, I sincerely do care about life, particularly human life, especially innocent human life. And I think we should, be careful what we're doing when it comes to this discussion. That's just me. No, Linda, thanks for listening.
And I respect your opinion on free rent. Yo, this was a back and forth between me and the brother.
Yeah,
But I respect your opinion. I'm gonna talk over the Indian. I respect your opinion, and that's cool.
You know what's gonna happen?
You
You're
sound
gonna go
like
down.
ass. I hate your accent, bro.
Wait, Malik.
I hate your voice.
Listen, this person. You ain't gonna like it when I get over
But
and
yeah,
your smart ass.
oh, is this another Indian? Go ahead,
Deepak. Go.
Babe, why are you so racist, babe? Why don't you like his accent? He's a very smart guy and you're being a royal bitch, babe. Why you don't like the Indian accent? What's your problem, babe? You're such a bigot and a xenophobe.
You get ready to get.
They weren't.
Because I guarantee somebody's gonna get an ass whooping.
20, and they have not stopped.
Yeah, babe, you've got to let up on your racist, bigotry. You're xenophobic. It's not nice, babe.
How do I send somebody down?
Oh, get rid of that music guy.
You click the profile and you kick them to the goodie pack.
Smart ass. All I can do is I'll just kick this guy out of the room and then like with Babs. Oh, not the Babs.
You need to change hand raising.
I'm sorry?
Change hand raising.
The hand raising is changed. The hand raising is changed.
You 7-Eleven brown and
Not needed.
No, it's already on everyone. It's on everyone. That's what it should be. It's on everyone.
Okay. And so I'll send this musical person down?
No, don't do that. That's not good. Bev is the bitch, not me. Bev is the one that doesn't like the way you sound.
Cute.
Thank you so much. Now I will boom your room. Boom. We boomed the fucking room. We got him.
Various traditions.
We got him.
Buddhist.
We got him. We got him. We got him.
I learned that Buddha was.
We boomed their fucking room.
Agree with the perspective that you do have about, John 11. But it'll be interesting, though, because I done heard many perspectives, meaning breakdown.
Okay, I boomed Andrew's abortion room. Deepak, whatever, Fucking big success.
The same. They're about 16.
Now I will boom your room, mother chop.
People say that Satan knew that was coming, so he could start 16 before Jesus.
Okay.
Or you can learn what he really meant. The information is out there. We can all stay surface level. But if he came down in the flesh, he became the Word, and he came down in the flesh and spoke to some of his inner circle about what he didn't want the larger, common community to know, which is where you get your scripture. You got to give some people the milk and others you give the meat, which is why he spoke in parables. So if you don't learn yourself first, you won't know Jesus or anyone else. Okay, thank you.
Really quick, y'all, just to kind of put a little period, which he already did, but additional period. That's kind of highlighting the aspect of the scripture telling you to self-examine. What she's highlighting is self-examination. And we are actually encouraged to do that according to scripture. Why? So that you can actually see what's going on with self more so than see what's going on with others. It's so quick and easy to go, look at him, look at her, look at what she's doing. But have you took the time to examine yourself to get to know what you're dealing with? If you haven't done that, I bet you your relationship with God is like the sea or like the ocean. Just a side note. Go ahead, whoever was next.
Yeah, that's Steve Appel's life. I think Steve Appel can attest to how difficult it is to become an atheist.
Miss Truth, remember, I yielded to Miss Stephanie. Come on, man. But go ahead, no problem.
I
wasn't even. I'm speaking of music. Who was coming off? I didn't say anything. If you yielded to her, go ahead. I can wait.
Yeah,
But
y'all are fine. Yeah, y'all are perfectly fine. But music did not speak. Music. What did you want to add? Then, Truth, you got.
I was going to say, Steve Appel is a self-proclaimed atheist. He's so far away from God, he doesn't know his left hand from his right hand anymore. He argues with young men in fake legal courts all day in the Talking Apes. This man needs God in his life desperately, and I'm so glad to see him here with you beautiful God-fearing people.
Okay.
Yeah, Truth.
To exactly to what Mother Stephanie, I call her Mother Gentris, was saying, the reality is a lot of times in these spaces, people do not, and she knows this, I'm not speaking to her directly, but people don't want to have the deeper conversations, the more released conversation. When I say that, I mean outside just one particular text that they've studied to find out other things that's going on. I may not be saying it so eloquently as Mama, but yeah. So when you have a narrow field of view, there's just some things that you're unable to dive into. And then there's some people who are just like Scripture said, just rigid. Their neck is stiff. They don't want to talk about those things, partially because they may not be informed on it, or partially, and then the other aspect is because they think it's forbidden, or somebody said it early, spooky, you know, and that keeps us from being informed and making decisions that are non-biased. So I wanted to say that, and then something else I think Cool Man has said. Cool Man, you brought up a scripture about self-examination, and I was going to say there's another way to say that if we don't, you know, aside from the scripture, to thine own self be true. So how can you be true to what you say or you think you believe in, but you're not true to yourself? Because the only way you can be true to yourself is examining yourself to even see and sit and say you like yourself or that you love yourself. But that takes a minute, you know, that takes growth and maturity to sit and be quiet and examine yourselves. And a lot of people don't want to do it because they're afraid that they'll find out that they don't like themselves, they don't love themselves, and if they can't be true to self first, they can't be true outside of self. And that's all I wanted to say. I yield.
Now we brought up this Matthew 5, creed and truth. I guess we wanted to make the point that Jesus is teaching to keep the law of Moses. Yeah, so in Matthew 5, you good in the thing?
No, I thought you was breaking up. I was just letting you know that, but you already came in clear after.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to Matthew 5. And then we're gonna see if, you know, this is what's, I see this being the case. Matthew 5, this is the Sermon on the Mount. And I see a lot of contrasting taking place in the law of Moses and what Jesus is teaching. He's teaching as one with authority. He's constantly saying, but I do you, but I do you, but I. He's not simply restating Moses. He's saying these things. He's literally like redefining. He's giving a deeper meaning. He's even replacing certain aspects of these, you know, of the things that's in Moses with his own commands. Let me give a couple examples. One, he says, Moses said, do not murder. But Jesus, he said, even if you're angry with your brother, if you stay angry with your brother, you committed murder in your heart. What's written in the law of Moses. He said, Moses said, do not commit adultery. Jesus said, even if you look at a woman with lust in your heart, you have committed adultery with her in your heart. Not in the law. Moses said that you could swear oaths. Jesus said, don't swear at. Not in the law. Moses said an eye for eye.
Check your connection.
Jesus says,
no, that's God, Sister Stephanie.
You hear me, Stephanie? You hear me better?
Okay, try again. You keep cutting out for some reason.
Might be my headphone. Can you hear me?
All right, you're loud and clear.
Perfect. Don't trip. I'm going to double back with it. All right. So I'm saying that Jesus, let's start it this way. Jesus in Matthew 5, I'm saying he's not doing what I believe concrete and truth is trying to assert, which is, hey, look, you need to keep the law of Moses, believers today. What I see is him contrasting the law of Moses with his own authoritative teaching. I'm going through a few of these things. He's redefining it. He's redefining it. Am I still going out?
Yep.
Affirmative.
All right, let me move out the way. Come on, big boy. Come here. All right. Yeah, here we go.
First
all
of
right.
all,
I have to move out the room.
About
Can y'all hear me?
the law of Moses. I don't know.
Can y'all hear me?
I ain't say that.
Loud and clear.
That's exactly what truth was asserting when we read
I
Matthew 5.
I didn't say nothing like that.
I didn't say it either.
Okay, so
I
when
didn't
y'all
say
read
that.
whoever teaches, y'all literally read it. Okay.
Well, okay, Jesus said it. Don't put it on me.
So, and that's the interpretation that you got, and that's what I'm pushing back on. All right. So now that we can affirm, we have affirmed that I'm correct about what you were asserting. I'm going to continue. All right.
No, you didn't say, no. I said, that's what's in the scripture, baby. I didn't say that. I didn't say anything like that.
All right, no
I just read what
Matthew
Jesus
5,
said, and you put it on
Matthew 5
context.
and 17, when it says,
you
do
don't
not
listen.
think that
You
I have
don't
come
follow
to
Jesus.
abolish the law or the prophets. I have not. What did you say?
I said, if Jesus said he don't abolish the law, he ain't gonna change or tweak nothing. He may expound on it or give you a deeper understanding of it, but he said plainly he ain't come to destroy the law or the prophets. That means he didn't come to change what the law says, or to do, he didn't come to do away with the law says, or what the prophet said. Now, expounding on something is totally different.
That's not true. Okay, no problem.
That's not true.
Back to me. Back to me.
Your Bible.
So back to me. All right. So that is not true, and that's not what's happening here. So in Matthew 5 and 17, it says, "Do not think that I have come to abolish the law or the prophets. I have not come to abolish them, but to fulfill them." Right? He came to fulfill them. That means something. So what does he mean by fulfill? Well, he's fulfilling the prophecies written in the law. He's fulfilling all of the types and the shadows that we see in the law. He's fulfilling the moral intention that the law even had, right? He's not simply saying with that statement, hey, you have to adhere to the Mosaic law, the believers in me going forward. No, and that's what I'm showing now. So let me continue. I'm going to start it back over real quick. He's contrasting his commands with the things that we see in the law of Moses. He repeatedly says in Matthew 5, but I say to you. That's clearly showing the contrast. He's not simply restating Moses, right? For example, Moses said, do not murder. Jesus says, don't even stay angry with your brother. If you do, that's murder in the heart. That's not in the law. Moses said, do not commit adultery. Jesus said, if you look at a woman with lust in your heart, you committed adultery in the heart. That's not in the law. Moses said, watch this. This is something that people will say, well, did he take this away? Because if you take something away, that means you're changing something. Well, Moses said you can swear oaths. It's literally written in the law that you can swear oaths and how you're supposed to do it correctly. Jesus says, don't swear at all. Don't swear at all. How is that the same? Moses said you can swear. Jesus said you can't swear at all. Right? We can go again. Moses said eye for eye. Jesus said turn the other cheek. Moses said love your neighbor. And Jesus says love your enemies. So, I mean, like the flow of this text that we read in Matthew 5, you know, the commandments that Jesus are giving, this is Jesus' teachings. It's not the full Mosaic law and the Mosaic code. It's not one for one. It's not completely congruent. It's just not. So was Jesus telling his disciples to keep the entire Mosaic law? That's not the teaching that I'm seeing here in Matthew 5:17 when you read that, right? And I can go to plenty of places to show that that's even throughout the books, not just in Matthew. I'm about to yield. So with that, and we see that even the person that he chose, we really about to like this, who he commissioned to go into the Gentiles, which was Paul, and he sent them. And what Paul preached, Paul clearly shows that law was a temporary guardian in Galatians 3 that nobody can judge you by the law, the regulations of Moses, Colossians 2, and that we are not under the law of Moses today. Clearly. So yeah, I mean, I do what y'all want.
First of all, real quick, if I'm gonna be quick, truth. I know you want to get into it. If I was unknowledgeable, I would think that Moses wrote those laws. Now, if I was like uneducated and unlearned and unstudied, I would, by what you just said, I would say, okay, well, I can see Jesus changing Moses' law, but guess what? Moses didn't write that. The Father wrote that and gave it to Moses. Moses ain't got no law. So now that we have a context, he just basically said that Jesus is going to go against his Father's laws. Absolutely not.
Yeah, I agree with that. But here's the other thing. You still can't get away with that. And those who teach men to do so shall be called least in the kingdom. Because those are Jesus's words himself. So regardless, you can go to Paul, Saul, Shaw, anybody you want to. At the end of the day, he said, and those who teaches men to do so shall be called least in the kingdom. Now, we talk about getting to the kingdom and the kingdom this and the kingdom that. But, if you do what he says not to do, you are the least in the kingdom. And here's the other thing. That word fulfill there, it doesn't mean to be done away with. That word fulfill in the Hebrew understanding means to clarify or bring to the fullness, not to the deletion of, to the full understanding. And so when you gave those extra things that Jesus was expounding on in the law, that still did not do away with the law. So even if he says that if you look at her or if you lust in your eye, you committed adultery, that still does not do away with thou shalt not. It doesn't. None of those things you gave that Jesus said or anybody else said does away with the thou shalt not. Matter of fact, it's what we call yoking. It puts, or what some of the lawmakers were trying to do, put an extra fence or extra guard around the law to keep men from violating the law and disavowing the law. But that did not ever do away with the thou shalt not. So, and I yield with that.
Please notice how neither concrete nor truth addressed anything that I said or read from Matthew 5. Or anything that I read from Paul. Hold on. Yes, I do. Hello. I'm still talking, truth. I'm still talking. I'm still talking. I literally addressed Matthew 5-17. I literally read it, which is what you guys read. I told you what it means when he said fulfilled it. I literally addressed what you guys said. Nobody. Hold on, truth. Hold on. Okay, so I didn't address everything you said. I addressed half of what you said, and you addressed 0. 1 second, truth. 1 second, truth. Y'all addressed 0 of what I said, and you just were dismissive. I don't care what Paul and Saul and said. Okay, no problem. You don't gotta. But you didn't address it. You didn't address anything about when he said, "Don't swear no oaths," and Moses said, "You can swear oaths."
Moses didn't say nothing.
Moses did say.
God, Moses ain't got nothing to do with it.
I need y'all to mute up when y'all talk.
Stop lying on us.
When I talk, y'all ain't. When y'all talk, I ain't talking. Even though I vehemently disagree, and I think that y'all are lying a lot of times, I stay on mute and I wait till you're done to say why I disagree with you guys. Can you do the same?
We don't call your name, man.
Yeah,
you call our name.
Yes. I need you to mute up.
I need you to stop calling my name lying on
me. I need you to mute up.
That's what I need you to stop doing.
Mute up.
Stop calling my name, Joe.
You concrete. Mute up, please.
Hey, you a coward. You a farm.
Go ahead and mute up. Concrete. So when we get to Matthew, and he keeps trying to say, "Oh, Moses didn't say nothing." All right. Well, let's see about that. Matthew 5. Let's go here again, and we're gonna see if Moses said anything. Right. Let's go to verse We're gonna go here, and then I'm gonna show you that Moses said something. Yes. Let's see if God said it. If he said God did or Moses did it. But we're gonna go to Matthew book, chapter 19, and read verse 8. I'm gonna start at verse 1. Now, when Jesus had finished these sayings, he went away from Galilee and entered the region of Judea beyond the Jordan. And large crowds followed him, and he healed them there. The Pharisees came up to him and tested him by saying, "Is it lawful to divorce one's wife for any cause?" He answered, "Have you not read that he who created them from the beginning made them male and female, and said, therefore a man shall leave his father and his mother and hold fast to his wife, and the two shall become one flesh. For they are no longer two, but one flesh. What therefore God has joined together, let not man separate." They said to him, "Why then did Moses command one to give a certificate of divorce and to send her away?" He said to them, "Because of your hardness of heart, Moses allowed you to divorce your wives, but from the beginning it was not so. And I say to you, whoever divorces his wife except for sexual immorality and marries another commits adultery." Hey, cool man, you there? Okay, you sir. Hey, cool man, did that say Moses allowed it or God allowed it?
According to the reading, it was very clear. God.
I'm gonna read it again, Coach.
Oh, my bad. Read it again. My fault.
No, I mean, it's fine. He might have misheard it. It's not an issue. He's not gonna lie when I read it. It says in verse 8.
My son's making beats in the background. Let me go to a quiet room. My fault.
No, you perfectly fine.
Y'all see what God just allowed to happen. Go ahead.
He said, Matthew 19 and 8, he said to them, "Because of your hardness of heart, Moses allowed you to divorce your wives. But from the beginning, it was not so." Did he say Moses allowed it or God allowed them to do it?
Yeah, that's clearly in the text. Moses allowed it. Okay, first of all, who talking about that? We're talking about the laws that was given to Moses. Okay, I can show you the ones I'm talking about in Exodus 21 through 17. So again, here go Mr. Wiggles trying to let me read the laws, y'all. Let me read the law. I'm gonna read the laws. Exodus, let me go to the scripture because I like to be concrete when I minister. So let me go. Exodus 20. Now I'm gonna read y'all. I'm gonna read y'all what it says since they want to play games, just to be right. Just to be right, they'll play games with God's word. Now listen. And God spake all these words, saying, "I am the Lord thy God, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage. Thou shalt have no other gods before me. Thou shalt not make unto thee any graven image, or any likeness, or anything that is in the heaven above, or that is in the earth beneath, or that is in the water under the earth. Thou shalt not," this is what Sister Truba talking about, "thou shalt not bow down thyself to them, nor serve them, for I, the Lord thy God, am a jealous God, visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children unto the third and fourth generation of them that hate me, and showing mercy unto thousands of them that love me and keep my commandments." This God talking. "Thou shalt not take the name of the Lord thy God in vain, for the Lord will not hold him guiltless that taketh his name in vain. Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy. 6 days shalt thou labor and do all thy work, but the seventh day is the Sabbath of the Lord thy God. In it thou shalt not do any work, thou, nor thy son, nor thy daughter, nor thy manservant, nor thy maidservant, nor thy cattle, nor thy stranger that is within thy gates. For in 6 days, the Lord made heaven and earth, the sea, and all that is in that is and all that in them is, and rested the seventh day. Wherefore the Lord blessed the Sabbath day and followed it. Honor thy father and mother, that thy days may be long upon the land which the Lord thy God giveth thee. Thou shalt not kill. Thou shalt not commit adultery. Thou shalt not steal. Thou shalt not bear false witness against thy neighbor. Thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's house. Thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's wife, nor his manservant, nor his maidservant, nor his ox, nor his ass, nor anything that is in thy neighbor's." And all the people saw the thunderings and the lightnings and the noise of the trumpet and the mountain smoking. When the people saw it, they removed and stood afar off.
That's the laws given to Moses.
Hold on, Jody. Hold on. My turn
Go
too.
ahead. No, well, I mean, are y'all going to go 2 for 1? I ain't doing no
Yeah, yeah, you said you mixed us 2 for 1. And also I want this to be clear. The whole purpose of me trying to get off mic before my husband came in, and that's why I was frustrated. And then when I came back, it was brought back around, was to bring out the least part in the kingdom, which you never addressed. You went forward to other things, but you did not address that part. You stuck on what Concrete was saying to try to, to do away with that. And all right, but there was still the part that I brought in. And then Concrete went in and read the whole passages up to that point. And you didn't address the whole thing. You said, and you admitted, you said, I addressed that part, that first part, but what about my part? And it's okay. And you're saying I didn't address anything. Yes, I did. I addressed what you said. And I said, those things don't matter because they still don't do away with the law. Now, the problem I see here is that, and with many people, they don't understand that one word law, it encapsulates different laws that were being sent out. But that word anomia is the only word in the New Testament, and it does it does a disjustice, injustice, because when people hear it, they think, oh, this must be talking about the law, supposedly they call of Moses, that was handed down to him from the Most High. But that law, that word there, law, also brings into play about the laws that the religious leaders, and that I think you called them I don't know if they were Sanhedrin or not. I can't recall that.
Yeah, you were. Yeah, scribes and Pharisees. Yeah.
The scribes and the Pharisees had been in, so that's those laws, those hand washing laws, those tradition of men's laws. See, all of that one word nomia is included in that, and so when we hear law, we think, oh, all of that's done away with. No. The Most High's laws, what we call the 10 words or the 10 realities, they have not been done away with. And that's all I was speaking to. Because if they have, then that's why it should be murder all over the place, infidelity all over the place, dishonor of parents all over the place, which we see some of that. Because you know why we see it? Because people say the law has been done away with. And that's what we see in the world today. How do you?
All right. First and foremost, in Matthew 5 and 17, which I brought into, it is not.
Just really quick, some of that, I get it, because some people say that the law's done away with, etc. There's a scripture that kind of talks about that a little bit, but it doesn't say it exactly as most would maybe perhaps say. So I understand. If the law was done away with, what structure would we have to abide by? Just a side note to consider. So I hear truth. She's actually speaking something that is something to consider because it's a reality. So the law is not done away with. And when you read that scripture, it actually specifies it specifically. I think it says something along the lines of,
Ralphie, do you live in Toronto?
Yeah, man.
I'm going to Toronto on Tuesday.
You have a good spoon.
The silence is loud there.
Yeah, because it was so good that they felt bad to laugh.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, but Ray doesn't count as sex if like all you can find is a fat
the
bowl.
country that you come from, they're very cheap, I heard. But anyway.
Dude, Andrew, seriously, you just want you want her under talking the entire time, right? That's what you.
Welcome to the stage.
Move her down.
Ray's an Egyptian. Bev, did you want to say anything about
your kids die?
Oh, whoa, baby, kids. Bev.
That's bad. Deja, welcome to the stage. How are you?
Oh, I'd like to.
Thank you
Can
for having me.
we actually, no, let's get some details. Bev, do you want to like describe in detail how you imagine it happening?
He's the one that invited me up on stage multiple times.
I
He's
do,
like
I do.
crying, begging everybody to like move
I
to
do,
it.
which is why I'm asking you, which is why I'm giving you the space to speak about what seems to be on your mind, right? Which is how my kids are gonna die.
Oh my
Do you wanna
gosh,
elaborate?
we can't do that, Deepak. That's terrible. No, let's not do
Why
that.
not? I mean,
I don't want to do that.
I thought about a lot, you know.
Your kids look precious, bro. I don't even want to do that. That's
I'd like to say something Islamophobic.
Yeah, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. Yeah. So Deja Marie, are you pro-life, pro-choice? What's your view? I'm just curious. And welcome to the stage.
I am. It depends on the situation.
Okay.
So I believe if a woman, girl, or is raped, she should be given a choice.
Which happens a lot in Deepak's country.
Okay, I'm not going there with your voice.
Sorry, Deja.
I mean, it's a fact.
Just let her go. Let her go. Go ahead, Deja.
They should have the choice to have that baby because that baby could be a constant reminder of the traumatic experience they had, and they could take it out on the child unfairly. But if people are going to use it as birth control, I'm against that.
So it's really that as birth control though. Like, what are the stats? Because it's actually very painful, I've heard, for women to get abortions. So
have you ever had one?
Sane women. No,
have you ever had one?
But I know
okay,
people
then
who
there are people where I live that
But
use it
I've had
constantly
friends,
as birth control.
Yeah, cool. That's nice. But I have friends who have gotten abortions, and it's a very painful process. So when people say
to each
shit
his
like,
own.
"Oh, like using
Can you let her
birth
finish
control,"
the point you're
you're
trying to make?
acting like, "Oh, like take some pill," and like it's just that easy. Like it's very painful for them. So like you kind of sound down.
Can you let her finish the
Yeah,
point?
let me fucking ask you
why
This
this is a conversation, a serious conversation about abortion. So you want to keep inserting yourself.
Well, that's the bit. Real quickly. This is a serious conversation. And I want them to have their back and forth with Bev. There's two separate issues. Whether your friends take it serious or not, it doesn't mean they didn't use it as birth control. They still could go through pain and all the emotional stress. But if they're being negligent, putting themselves in that situation, they are in a true sense, they're using it as a form of birth control. They could prevent it and use actual birth control to not use it.
Yeah, but that didn't happen though.
Deja Marie,
People have used birth
you
control.
have to do what you're saying, and then you guys.
Why every time I speak, you have to speak over me? Like, what is that?
I'm speaking and you interrupted. That's why.
Yeah, she was. All right, I'm gonna back up, but she got something.
Okay, but like you just keep wanting to argue with me about you being Indian and stuff, and we're talking about
real. I mean, come on, you want to. But you and the people
were probably a product of rape.
This is another one, Andrew.
Like every time he's getting off his mic to try to argue, is that not like, not everything is about you. You're worried about your bastard kids. You want to teach them.
Why do you keep putting him down?
Like, what the fuck?
Like nobody's putting you down.
Come on, dude.
He is. Like, he keeps trying to start on me. And like,
You're the only one putting people down.
Something his bitch would have.
What you don't understand is we both
Oh
want
my
the same
god,
thing.
I don't care.
You want to be on stage.
Anyway,
You want to stay on stage.
So, Deja,
You want to stay on stage and say dumb stuff. I also want you to stay on stage and say dumb stuff.
When did I say I had an abortion?
That's abortion. Yes.
You're like a great salad with not enough olive oil and no lemon at all.
What can I get from the Ziki sauce?
No, I am a mother of 2 adult daughters, and I have a granddaughter who's a teenager. My daughter came home on birth control, pregnant at 15 years old. I left that up to her, and she chose to have my granddaughter, who's now 15 herself. I believe it is a matter of, like I said, situation. But I have had friends who have had abortions and later on couldn't have children. And I've had friends who chose not to have abortions and regretted it. But it really depends on the individual. But I don't believe that government should have the power to make that decision for women. That's my stand on it. And as for having one individual up here putting down another person because of their race and calling their other spouse or telling their children to die, it's really unnecessary. I don't think Clubhouse